Hey, finally the video is back online, and heck, guess where I am? I'm in the Clubhouse at the Raddison in Paper Valley Hotel. So now I'm in a different location other than Menasha. So this is, like I said, this is downtown Appleton. This is where the visiting teams come to visit when they play in Lambeau Field. So no doubt that Chad Henning played here, was relaxing here before the big game. And no, this is not beer, this is Mountain Dew. I'm trying to get off this stuff too. A few big hits, and all of a sudden, people are getting worried about the violence in the game of football. A few helmet-to-helmet bashes, and already the league is thinking about suspending any more actions like that. And if you've seen a few of them, some of them were not called, but you see them in replay, and you're going like, why weren't they called? Last week, there was a helmet-to-helmet contact on Aaron Rodgers, quarterback, and that was not called. It could have been called, helmet-to-helmet or roughing the passer, but it wasn't. And Green Bay lost that one. They also lost this week both overtime games, so that's a disaster on their own. Is McCarthy really ready for overtime, or is that a far cry? Now, the Cowboys have got to calm down. Okay, soon enough they're going to be here at the Raddison, but 2 weeks, 2 celebrations, and both times have been flagged. Last week it was Mark Colombo who, in a little collision, of course, with a member of the team, fell on his butt after a touchdown and well, needless to say, that was a 15-yard flag on the kickoff. This week, did it happen again? Yes, but it was not what you think. Now, after the touchdown against the Vikings, Miles Austin did a leapfrog over his teammate, but that wasn't it. That wasn't the illegal demonstration that was called. It was actually a couple of the Cowboys who hook 'em horns, as they might say. So, Miles Austin, you're off the hook. So, what are we doing now? Next thing we know, the Lambeau Leap might be considered excessive celebration. I hope not. Okay, what's with the SEC all of a sudden? It's becoming a comedy of errors. Why? A few weeks ago, Tennessee LSU, final seconds, LSU driving, 3rd and goal, time running out, new personnel in, snap the ball, goes behind the quarterback. He recovers the ball, but time runs out. And so the game's over. Tennessee wins 14-10. Or do they? Illegal participation on the defense. 2 men on the field. Half distance to goal. Repeat 3rd down. Now, you look at the replay. If you've already seen the link, you see on the replay, you see the original 11 men on the field, which is legal. So where's the penalty? New personnel. As if you come in, one wants to go out, but comes right back in. So we count. You think, okay, too many men on the field. You got to expect 12. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13? Ever heard of staying off the sidelines? 13 men on the field, and that's what they call. So now the Tigers have another chance, and they capitalize on it with a rushing touchdown and win 16-14. Well, over the weekend, Mississippi State, Florida, a field goal kick goes wide right, but there's a mix-up in communication with the officials. You have the official on the left side where he sees the ball go wide right, and he's signaling no good. But you got the official on the right who watches the ball go over his head, and he signals. It's a bad mix-up, I gotta say. It's just, you think you know what's going on, and all of a sudden, whoops, that's not the right call? I thought it was. So now with 6 weeks in the bag, in week 7 to look forward to, we gotta realize something. This is not over by a long shot. We still have 11 more weeks to go before we decide who's in the playoffs and who's not. Of course, some of those might be in the playoffs before we know it, and some might be eliminated by the time week 10 comes around. So here's a look at the top. Well, let's look at my picks for week 7. Last week was another stunning, well, it's a repeat of week 1 actually, as I go 4-1, and my season now is at 18-12. That is a really good record. Well, that depends on you. I mean, everyone might be bragging about, I don't know, 30, or 30 plus or whatever. My only loss this week, Atlanta, losing to Philly. Kevin Cobb should not be messed around. So let me start off week 7 by going shutout. Yeah, this is going to be the first shutout I'm going to predict here, as the Saints host the Browns and just disappoint them 35-0. Whoa, wait, nothing? What? I'm not going to give Cleveland a chance? Oh well. Next up, St. Louis takes on Tampa Bay, and the Bucks are for real as they even up their playing field and take out the Rams 27-17. I could have said it wrong, but okay. Then nobody circles the yeah, 0-6. I'm going to say for the Bills as they lose to Baltimore 29-10. Now my upset special takes place in Arrowhead as the Jaguars take on the Chiefs and, well, claw their way to a 23-21 victory. Followed by my primetime special in NFC North battle, or otherwise known as the return of Brett Favre, as the Packers discipline the Vikings, sending them to 2-4. Packers to 4-3, 31-28 in Lambeau Field. All right, here's a recap of Week 7. Well, my picks for Week 7. We have the Saints, the Buccaneers, the Ravens, my upset special, the Jaguars, and my primetime special, the Packers. So now, who do I have for Week 8 in the primetime? Last two, I believe this is the last 2 weeks before we go to 3. Before we go to 3 games for the primetime. I'm just saying. So here's a look at Week 8's picks to do. And don't forget, you can put your comments below. And, well, all is fine. Week 8 is Halloween! Woo! And the haunting begins in the Superdome as the Steelers take on the Saints on All Hallows Eve. Then on All Hallows Day, I should go forward and say it's rematch time for Indianapolis as they host the Texans. They're at Lucas Oil Stadium, of course. Well, that's going to do it. Like I said, I'm here at the Raddison for this. But that's going to do it for Week 7. And finally, with my computer back online and working like it should be, this is Beat the Rock 2002. Contact saying, see you later. Oh, and by the way, 50,000 hits on my Oktoberfest videos. So, hey, if they say they're the internet sensation, they should look at me.